Woohoo! I think we're on. Hello. I'm not sure if we're on or not, but welcome to a Disney Life for Me. If we are on. If not.
Yeah, we're on. We just may not have anybody in the chat just yet, but if you are watching the recording, this is the channel's first time going live.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about that.
Super stuff.
We're going to be doing a Disney tag, answering some questions about Disney, some of our favorite things, some of the things that we look back on with fond memories while at Disney, and then we're going to be tagging some of you. So make sure to stick around till the end of that to see if you are tagged to continue answering some of these questions. And we'll be sure to add the questions to the description down below so that you guys can access
Love Family
that.
Productions. Thanks for coming. Wife and Mom's Live. Woohoo. All right. We got some people.
Yeah.
So, yes, we are going to go through a series of questions on the Disney World tag.
All right. Good deal. So you want to go ahead and start now? Or do you want to give it a minute to...
Well, where's Steph's day off? You just texted me. All right. We can give it a go.
Yeah.
Start if you want.
All right. So we're going to go through these questions. Now, again, some of you might get tagged. But if you want to throw in your responses in the chat to some of these questions, it'd be fun to hear some of yours. So let me go ahead and start us off with the first one. First time you went to Disney World.
Yeah, so the first time I went to Disney World, I'm pretty sure I was like under 1 year old. I don't even remember. I have a whole video of like Daniela's first time going to Disney World. Do we introduce ourselves?
No.
I'm Daniela.
This is a little awkward. All right. Yes. So
loving the hats.
Yes, loving the hats.
Yes. So this is my last chance to wear my Disney Mickey Christmas hat. So I wanted to wear it before I don't get to wear it anymore. So thanks for noticing.
Yeah, and I'm Miguel. And so like I said at the beginning, this is our first time going live, so we are looking forward to this. All right, so you said...
so my first time was like before I was 1.
Okay.
I don't even remember it.
Yeah, and I think my first trip, I was, 4 or 5. Yeah, I remember the only memories I have of that very first trip was I remember going to MGM.
MGM.
Yes, what was then MGM.
Also known as Hollywood Studios.
And it was a time in which the Ninja Turtles were part of the parade.
Snap.
And
Way
I also,
back.
so that's all I remember. I remember seeing the
Disney?
Ninja Turtles. No, but they were part of the MGM licensing.
Oh, okay.
So I remember the MGM parade with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's cool.
And I also remember the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids park area, but that's it. And I think it was bigger than what they had most recently at Hollywood Studios. I feel like they kind of closed down part of that, I think. That's cool. So anyway, that's all I remember from that first trip.
Hey, Steph's day off. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Cool.
Good deal. Oh, and we've got Chris
Giacomino.
Yeah. All right. Good deal.
All right, so number 2.
Yep.
Favorite park.
All right, so I guess I'll go first on
we have
this one.
Similar answers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go. You can take it.
So up until probably 6 months ago, 7 months ago, probably would have been Hollywood Studios, hands down.
For sure.
Was our favorite park to go to.
Yeah.
But then with all the construction, with so much of the park being closed, and I mean, it could easily become our favorite park again once Toy Story Land and Star Wars and all of that is opened up.
For sure.
But that kind of lost some of its luster there. So I would say my favorite park to go to is probably Epcot.
Yes, we love Epcot.
Yeah,
it's so fun.
Now, but I always qualify that by telling people, if you're asking me if, what would be the only park I would want if all the other parks were going away, then it's definitely Magic Kingdom. I mean,
of course.
I just, but as far as what we like to go to on a more regular basis, it's probably Epcot at this point.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And what I love about Epcot particularly is that they have just different things going on throughout the whole year. So there's always a reason to go to Epcot. You know, they have the Food and Wine Festival towards the end of the year. They have the World Showcase turns into like Christmas stories throughout the whole country during Christmas. They have Flower and Garden Festival. And then now they have the Festival of the Arts coming up, right? In January or February. So yeah, it's really cool. I just love Epcot.
Yeah, that was neat. We went to it last year for the first time. I don't know if that was the first time they did it last year.
I think it was the first time that they did it.
But yeah, so you can always see Disney art, as many of you know, at Disney Springs. They have the 2 different shops that actually contain some Disney art.
That's right, yeah, they do.
And then at Epcot, when you pass
Spaceship Earth.
It's right off to the right-hand side. They have a little art gallery there. But during this time, all along the World Showcase, they have little tents set up where you see different artists displaying their work, Disney work and stuff like that. So that's a really neat thing to do.
It's really neat.
I feel like Epcot's kind of getting to the point where they always have some kind of special event going on throughout the entire year. Cool. Which is nice because usually food is involved. So that's always a good thing. Yes.
Epcot is life. Chris Giacomino. Love Epcot. Love Family Productions. Y'all are good people. So many festivals. Yes, Steph days off.
I think it was actually Chris who first encouraged us to go to the French bakery.
Yes.
So we actually hadn't. We'd been to Epcot 100 times, but had never stopped to go to the back.
Someone just said they love cannolis there. I don't remember who it was.
I think it was Steph's day off.
Yes,
I think Steph said that she loves the cannolis.
I actually like their fruit tarts, and they have really good sandwiches there too. Oh, it's just delicious. I love it.
And then Love Family Productions had a bad experience.
Yes, they did.
When we met up there,
we saw that bad experience.
Matt
Kenyon. Courtney's watching.
She doesn't have a YouTube login though. Yeah. So a couple things. So Steph's day off and Love Family Productions, great Disney YouTube channels.
Yes.
We'd encourage you to check them out.
Subscribe.
Wife and Mom's Life. Yeah, that's actually my sister. And she has a fantastic mom's channel. She homeschools her kids.
She does.
And she does just a lot of neat stuff. Really neat.
Cool decor stuff.
Yeah.
Cleaning videos.
Home decor, cleaning
awesome
videos.
Stuff.
Really great channel. Yeah. And then Matt Kenyon, he's my buddy. Great, talented artist and musician. Doing a lot of fun stuff. If you enjoy video game music in particular, check out his channel. He actually just released a video yesterday where he shows the way music was influenced for some of the video game music. It was similarly influencing the Christmas carols. And so there's some connections in those songs. And anyway, really fun channel, really fun video. So I'd encourage you to check out that
channel. Hi, Arjons. Thanks for joining us.
All right.
Chris agrees. That Wife and Mom's Life is a great channel. He has no ulterior motives.
Right.
Chris.
It's not his wife or anything.
It's her husband.
Yes. All right. Good deal. So let's go to the next one.
Next question.
All right. So number 3, your favorite land in Magic Kingdom.
It's a toughie. So let's review the lands. So we have Adventureland, Frontierland, Fantasyland, and Tomorrowland. Did I leave anyone out? Just 4 lands.
Yeah.
Favorite land in Walt Disney World. What do you think?
You know, it's tough.
Fantasyland.
It's tough for me.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, why Fantasyland? I really just enjoy what they've done with Fantasyland because it's recently like redone. I don't know how else to say it. I enjoy for example, their new Little Mermaid ride, newish. It's not new anymore, but it's a really nice ride for kids, for adults, for anyone. And it just, if you're a 90s kid, it takes you back to the 90s. It's kind of fun. And kids enjoy it. I will say, be careful because Ursula part is kind of scary. So be careful what age a kid goes to it. But I really enjoyed Little Mermaid. I enjoy their, would the teacups be Fantasyland?
Yeah.
Teacups are a good ride. You know, Dumbo, of course, is a classic ride.
See, for me, it was actually because it's still Fantasyland, right? Where Peter Pan and
Peter Pan.
It's that little strip that for me I think is the most nostalgic. So you've got Peter Pan.
Well, I was getting
It's a Small World.
Yes.
You've got Winnie the Pooh is there.
Right.
Snow White used to be there. Yeah, so that little
just very
part there for me.
Disney, you know, it's probably what Walt envisioned, and so that's what I love.
Close second for me would be Adventureland. Pirates.
Oh, but it has your favorite ride, Jungle Cruise.
It does have Jungle Cruise. So I have kind of an odd sense of humor, and Jungle Cruise to me is hilarious. I love the puns. I love all of their jokes, and so I think that. Anyway, I love Adventureland, so that would be a close second for me.
Oh, hey, Mike Johns. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so what else is in Adventureland? Tiki Room. The Tiki Room. Alex loves that Tiki Room. He is 2.5, our boy. Yeah, Tiki Room's a classic, but it's definitely something that you don't have to go to every time. They also have Aladdin in Adventureland.
Yes, and that's a good one.
That's a good one. It's kind of like Dumbo, but you know, not.
I have an awesome dad memory on that Aladdin's magic carpets. It was about to start raining, and we could sell, and it started sprinkling, and they had literally just sat us on the ride. And Danielle's like, I'm getting out of here. I can't get wet. And so she runs off the ride. And I'm with my 2-year-old, and I'm like, I'm not going to disappoint my 2-year-old. So we take off. And while we're in the air, the skies just opened up. And the rain starts pouring. It just pours and pours. And my poor son, at first I had to put my hat on him. And then at that point, it was just like,
it was horrible.
We're just soaked. We're soaked. And he's hugging me. And so anyway, it was a mess. So
we ended up getting him new shirt, new pants at Disney. It was ridiculous. And they were so wet. It was rough.
All right. So then number 4, favorite Disney resort hotel. Favorite
Disney resort hotel. Okay, so we should note that we've only been to one. What is the one above Modern Resorts?
Moderate, you mean?
Moderate, yeah.
No.
Deluxe.
Deluxe, I think.
Deluxe?
I think the next step up. Maybe one of you guys can help us.
But
know. You've got the moderate.
Your value,
and then
your moderate, and then
level.
Is it deluxe and then deluxe villas? I don't remember. Anyways, we've only been to Animal Kingdom Lodge in the deluxe category. So it's like the second from the top. Which I mean, hands down our favorite, obviously. Like it's top notch.
The Animal Kingdom Lodge, I mean, just great rooms, great restaurants. And then one of my favorite things was that they have night vision goggles.
Yes.
Where you can actually see the animals running around at night.
So cool. So and they have a campfire outside. You can go out. They had a little parade that's going on for the kids, which is really cool. But we went there before we had kids, so it was extra nice.
Yeah, Jess or Mike, whoever commented on that. I'm starting to wonder if she's up to something where all of a sudden there's always an excuse to buy the kids clothes at Disney. So I'm not sure.
So recently we went to Epcot, and as soon as we got in there, when we met Steph Days Off and Love Family Productions, as soon as we got there, Gabby had a blowout. Yes. And of course, it was the one day that I forgot an extra pair of clothing. So I'm running around with this baby who needs clothes and is in a blanket with a diaper trying to find clothes. So I bought her Christmas pajamas.
Really cute Christmas pajamas, but
cute.
Unexpected expense nonetheless.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yes, pulling us stuff.
So yeah, I think we both agree on that. We stayed at some great ones. We stayed at Coronado.
So moderate. Let's talk about moderate resorts.
Okay.
My favorite.
We stayed at real quick. Just a rundown. Moderate. We've stayed at Coronado, Port Orleans Riverside, Port Orleans French Quarters, the Caribbean Beach.
Yes.
Resort.
Is
there another one?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So out of those,
Pop Century's counted as a value.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of those, my favorite is Port Orleans Riverside.
I agree. Yeah.
You agree? Yeah.
Port Orleans Riverside.
We love it.
If you get the chance to stay there. Now, a lot of people, and I've listened to podcasts, I've read blogs, a lot of people like French Quarters more.
Yeah.
And French Quarters is a little more themed, I will say that.
Yeah.
French Quarters is themed like Mardi Gras and New Orleans and all of that. Whereas Riverside is more kind of a plantation feel.
Correct.
But I loved Riverside. It was just, it had a calmer feel to it. And then a bonus that I would recommend if you ever get to stay there, I think it's like $20. They do the horsing and buggy or horse and carriage
the horse
ride.
Carriage ride. That was so
and they
fun.
give you a tour of both Riverside and French Quarters.
Such a great
totally
experience.
Worth it. And they actually have a sign that like says no tips.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like $20 even. They refuse to take tips there because it's part. I believe it was 20. It may have been 30.
Yeah, not more than like 40.
Yeah, and just make sure you do call because you have to make reservations for that. It's not hard to get reservations for it, but you do have to make reservations.
For sure. Yeah, that was really cool. We didn't actually do that on the day that we stayed at the resort. We did that for an anniversary. Miguel surprised me, and that was really cool. It was a really neat surprise.
Yeah. Steph likes your mug.
Oh, thanks. My Pluto mug. I'm drinking tea, by the way.
Yeah, love family productions. We like to stay at the resorts when we can. Like when she was pregnant with Gabby, we actually stayed. We didn't even go to the parks. We stayed at Pop Century for a day. We were like, we want to take Alex, and we want him to just enjoy the resort.
We had our baby moon.
And he had a blast. I mean, he loved it.
Oh my
and
God.
Pop Century is one that
Disney
you can
Channel
get. Yeah, so when you stay at the Disney resorts, they have like, Disney Channel or Disney Junior.
Disney Junior
like,
Live, their own
channel. The whole day, 24 hours.
Yeah, he was in love.
And so he was watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
But we went to the pool and stuff, and he had so much fun.
Loved it.
The cafeteria. Like, it's just its own Disney experience, just staying at the resorts. Like, you don't have to go to the parks. So that's why us as locals do enjoy going to the resorts. But when we lived in South Florida, that's when we did most of the resorts.
That's when we did a lot of the resorts. So
because
we did
it was a 3-hour drive away.
Yeah.
So it was like a weekend getaway for us. That's when our love for Disney really grew. I hope I'm not answering your question.
But I'm curious, for some of you who aren't locals, do you guys typically, within your days, make time to spend some time at the resort? Like, do you take a day off and not go to the parks, or do you typically go to a park every single day? I think if we were to stay any extended period of time, our recommendation to people would be like always reserve a day to really get to know the resort, to explore the resort, and to enjoy the resort. So I'm curious what you guys do.
Yeah. What's cool is that they have all sorts of activities going on throughout the day at the resorts too, for kids specifically.
Mm-hmm.
They have games at the pool, or they have a movie night out on the lawn, which is cool. So yeah,
I remember we actually poolside played a game. I don't remember which one it was. I think it was Animal Kingdom.
It was Animal Kingdom,
where they would like play music. Oh yeah, they played music, and then you had to complete the lyrics to a song.
Yeah, that was.
And we ended up like in third place. Yes. We ended up not winning, but it was a lot of fun.
That wasn't Animal. I think it was like Caribbean Beach. I can't remember.
It might have been Caribbean Beach.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. So anyway,
that was
a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, number 5, your favorite snack at the Disney Resort.
Favorite snack. You go first.
My favorite snack at the Disney Resort.
Does ice cream count as a snack?
And ice cream's a snack. I think
love the Mickey ear ice cream.
They don't ask about dessert, so we'll count it as a snack.
Perfect. I love the Mickey ear ice cream. It's a classic dessert, and I just love having that on Main Street on a hot day. And if you're in Florida, it's pretty much a hot day, like 10 out of the 12 months a year.
Yeah.
Or 11 out of the 12.
I think the Dole Whip for me, and not that I love it, I think it's good. I enjoy it. But I just associate it with Disney, and so the Dole Whip for me is probably my favorite.
The Dole Whip?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Although Mickey pretzels, because everything that's shaped like Mickey tastes better. So Mickey pretzels do actually taste good too.
Although Casey's Corner has like those little hot dog nugget things. That's a good snack too.
Yeah, that is good.
Good shareable snack. for families.
All right. Your favorite souvenir. We didn't discuss these questions beforehand, so we're kind of going off the top of our head here.
Souvenir, something we've bought for ourselves. Pins. I love pins.
Yeah. No, and we have a neat little tradition that every time we stay at a Disney resort, we always buy the pin for that resort. And I think that's been our most consistent
and we love it.
Kind of Disney tradition. That
it's so really fun, like getting to the resort and finding the pin for that resort and like deciding which one you want. And it's a nice memory to have. It's small, compact. It's not going to take up a lot of space type of thing. So yeah, we really enjoy that.
All right. Favorite table service and counter service restaurant.
Well, table service is by far something that we agree on.
Yeah.
Les Cellier.
Yeah.
Which is the Canadian steakhouse at Epcot World Showcase.
Yeah, hands down. We've probably been there 3 times. And I think all 3 times it was for an anniversary. Yeah. So, yeah.
And if we could go, we would go. If we could go more often, we would for every anniversary.
Yeah. All right. What about counter service?
Counter service. No, I don't know.
So I will probably go with. Man, this is tough.
What would be counter service?
Just says, show me the money. Yeah, it is. It's
expensive.
Definitely.
Don't take your kids there. It's just a date night thing. Like, just you two. It's not worth getting a filet mignon for a 10-year-old.
Right. Yeah, I would say for counter service, maybe the ABC commissary. I feel like they're a little different variety for being a counter service. Sure. Most of your counter services are going to get you your burgers, your chicken tenders. You're going to have pretty similar stuff.
Pretty similar everywhere.
All across the board.
Yeah.
I like the ABC commissary, and you can usually find seating in there. It's not crazy. And they usually have one or two dishes. Hollywood Studios, yes. And you can usually find a dish or two that are not
correct.
So,
yeah.
I think I would go with that.
I'm trying to think what my favorite would be. I also enjoy the T-Rex one. No, not T-Rex. What's it called? Restaurant Source?
Oh, I can never. Restaurantosaurus?
I think it's Restaurantosaurus at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
No! That's not the one I like. I'm sorry. The Marketplace at Animal Kingdom.
Oh,
What is that thing called?
I don't know, but it's like across from Tusker House.
Is it? I think so. It's near like Rafiki's Planet Watch.
Yeah. Well, you pass it when you're on the train to Rafiki's Planet Watch. You end up passing behind.
Anyways, it's a marketplace. It has 4 different little stands that you can have like 4 different variety of foods. That is from what country would that be? Like Africa?
Yeah. For most part, it's that kind of.
What I like about it is that it has different varieties. So if you're with a group, anyone can grab what they want. You're not going to find burgers there. You find burgers everywhere at Walt Disney World. So I like the difference and uniqueness of it. So yeah, I definitely recommend that place.
Harambe. I don't know. It could be.
I think so.
It could be.
Yes,
Steph, thank you for reminding everybody. If you can, please do press the like button there. I believe all of you are subscribed, but if you're not, please make sure to subscribe as well.
For sure.
Make sure you're checking out the other channels too, those that are participating.
Love on each
subscribe. They're great channels, so we recommend that you do that.
All right. Next one. Favorite ride. Okay, I need to say this. We have not been on Flight of Passage yet at Pandora Land in Animal Kingdom.
And Love Family Productions says that it is the best ride.
The best.
They've ever ridden.
Everyone I've talked to says it's the best ride there. So we can't.
So we have to put an asterisk next to this one because it could change 2 weeks from now, right? When we
go with Steph days off.
Yeah.
But yeah. So favorite ride?
Well, I don't have to think too much about this one because Steph, at Steph's day off, just did a giveaway that was rigged, and Love Family Production ended up winning the prize. But I think that my favorite is Toy Story Mania.
I have to agree.
The
We love
theming
Toy
is
Story
incredible.
Mania.
So that's what you have to understand. Like for me, going to Disney is not. It's not an amusement park, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I go there for thrill. It's not that I go there for what's like the fastest or the craziest.
Yeah, it's not Six Flags.
It's a theme park for me.
Right.
And theming, it means everything to me. I feel like Disney's telling a story.
Yeah.
And so when I feel like I can be in that story, that's when I feel the best. That's when I'm having the best time at Disney. And when you walk into Toy Story Mania from the queue, if you have to wait there like 40 minutes, don't even sweat it. You're going to love the queue. You're going to see games that you grew up playing. You're going to see games that your grandparents grew up playing. And then you're going to enter kind of this world of toys.
Chris is asking, is that the one with the balls? Chris, it's the one that's like Buzz Lightyear at Tomorrowland, but it's in Hollywood Studios, and it has it's like a carnival feel, and you're constantly shooting a cannon. But I don't know.
And it's 3D. You've got the 3D glasses on, and it keeps score. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys have ridden it a couple times before.
Hey,
Theme Park Brews! What's
nice
up?
To see you guys. I hear y'all moving to Florida soon. I'm so excited. I'm glad you got to ours.
Glad you got here. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Very cool. Yes. Chris said Splash Mountain is his favorite ride.
Yeah.
Splash Mountain is up there for me too, Chris. And I would say lately, Tower of Terror. I really enjoyed this last time I went on there. I forgot how much I love thrill rides. Yeah. And Mount Everest. Okay, stop.
So I'll put it out there. I have a heights problem, and so I don't enjoy those rides at all. Yeah. Splash Mountain is one of the rides that I ride because I've had to for my wife. And I just kind of pray the whole time while I'm on the ride, hoping that it's not the last ride I ever get to experience. You know, I sometimes imagine myself thinking like, really, I gave it up on Splash Mountain. Like, it's ridiculous. What a way to go. Ridiculous. You know,
so I don't force him to go on it anymore. So I haven't been on it in a while. So Chris, I don't remember how much I love it. So that's why it's not on this list.
She's got a Pandora channel that is Disney. And she's been able to get some of the theme park music on there. And the other day we were listening to the song of Splash Mountain, and I told her I'm having anxiety. Like that's how I feel about Splash Mountain.
Just listening to the song.
Yes, the red-eye ravens on the top, the worst. The worst. Could you imagine that being the last thing you see before you go?
It's such a happy song, though. It's so deceiving.
It's horrible.
My, oh my, what a wonderful day. Just finished working out and enjoying these two lovelies. Thank you. The best story is so good. The best story is so good. I missed something.
Yeah, I don't know.
We had a great time in the front seat, brother.
Yeah.
The bear story is so good. The country bear. Oh, you're saying from Splash Mountain. Country bear jamborees.
All right. Well, let's move on. All right. Favorite show. Well, actually, we did a video on the top five shows for Walt Disney World, right?
All of Walt Disney World Resort.
So I want to encourage you to go check that out. Not even going to comment on it. Go check out our video where we talk about the top 5 shows at Walt Disney World. All right. Number 10, favorite parade or fireworks?
Ooh, fireworks. Oh. I haven't been to it in a long time, but I think I really loved Illuminations for fireworks.
Yeah.
I love Illuminations. I wish we could go there. It's such a late show, and especially with kids, it's hard to stay there for that long. But just the feeling of like all of us around the lake looking at the world and looking at the fireworks, and just the fireworks are just amazing and incredible. And then the grand finale when all the fireworks go off and it's like really bright everywhere, and then you can see everyone's faces and everyone is just amazed at this grand finale show. I love it. I feel like a sense of connection and community with one another as we're watching Illuminations. So I gotta throw that one out there. I love that one.
All right. Yes, thank you for the support,
Yes.
Theme Park Brews.
I make myself laugh all the time. And Alex and I laugh at each other all the time.
All right. Yeah. So I'll go with Illuminations as well. I think Illuminations is fantastic.
Really?
Fantasmic is a great show, but Illuminations is my favorite by far. And I'll make one suggestion. Obviously, catching Illuminations, being there, hearing the music, all of that is fantastic.
Steph!
But
gosh.
one of the key things that I would suggest just once, if you get to come regularly to Disney World or semi-regularly, at least once, go to the parking lot, right? One, you'll get to beat all the traffic, so it's fantastic.
Yeah.
But go to the parking lot and turn around, and you will get to see all the fireworks as the backdrop for the Epcot ball for Mission Space or Spaceship Earth. It's fantastic. It's a beautiful sight, and I recommend doing that.
Steph, I can't believe you've never been to Illuminations. So you've never seen Voices of Liberty, and you've never been to Illuminations.
Well, I kind of understand the Illuminations. She said that they go to the park and then drive home after, so that's a long haul.
Yeah.
But
so you have to stay at a Disney resort so you can see Illuminations ASAP. Did you know that you could leave your dog at one of the Disney's pet kennels areas? I don't know if you knew that, but one of my friends did it and they had a great time. I don't know if it's overnight though. Anyways, just wanted to plug that in there.
Yeah. All right.
Remember, she's American.
Yes. So Steph has not seen Voices of Liberty. Strongly recommend it. I mean, they are fantastic. So make sure you do check them out. We'll take Steph to see them one day. So, all right. Next one is favorite pavilion in Epcot. What is yours?
I'm trying to think about theming. If you have yours down, go ahead.
Well, I would say that mine was Norway. It was Norway.
Oh, Norway.
Until the Frozen takeover. I loved Norway when it was more Viking themed. The church had like Viking information on Vikings and all of that in there. And then you had Maelstrom as the ride. Loved it. And so that was by far my favorite. Not my favorite anymore. It's just changed too much. I don't care for the emphasis on Frozen as much. I like the movie and I'm fine with Frozen. I liked the way Norway was. So we got
Japan and Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Those are good ones.
I think Mexico's fantastic. When you go into the pyramid thing, I think
it feels like
it's
you're in a
really
different
nice.
place.
Japan is nice.
Their little boat show, their little boat ride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the three
Alex loves
caballeros.
that one. Yeah, with Donald Duck and the green and red bird. He says. What else?
I don't know.
Japan. Oh, I love that Japan has the little Japanese store in there. That all the way in the back to the right. A lot of stuff from Japan. So if you are a Japan fanatic or Japanese fanatic, that is a great place to go to. And they also have the drum show there, which is really cool. And they have a good counter service.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this with Love Family. All right, Bye Theme Park.
Bye Theme Park Brews.
Yeah. I think we talked about this with Love Family Productions.
No, I hope you find your pup.
The counter service is mediocre. I'll just be honest. I think it's mediocre. But it's a great place to sit.
No, but it's so aesthetically pleasing.
Yes, it is.
If you go outside.
It is very aesthetically pleasing.
Outside.
It's not as well known, and so it's a really nice place to sit down.
My favorite is Canada, by the way. I didn't answer. I really enjoy the Canadian Pavilion itself, and I obviously love the restaurant, but I also love the waterfall all the way in the back, and then the gardens that they have in the front. It was just a really aesthetically pleasing pavilion is what I love about it, and I love the Canada show that they play inside that you have to stand up for. But I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think, and I feel like we've talked about almost every pavilion at this point. But I would probably, so Norway was my favorite. I'd say the UK is probably my favorite at this point. I like the little walkway that they have
in the back.
Yeah, and then I like the stores. I like kind of the UK feel.
Yeah,
I think that would be my favorite.
Chris said China. You would say China, Chris.
Yeah, and
but
China is good.
Cool.
The acrobats are very cool. Chris. Last time we went, the acrobats weren't there. They were actually doing some kind of dragon show.
Yeah,
that was interesting.
I think it was for the Christmas story.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Chris, that one. The one that's off to the left. Yeah, that's the one we're talking about. It's a good one to hang out at least. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, good. Moving on. Number 12, this is an easy one. What color is your magic band?
Oh, I don't have it with us. Oh, mine's red.
And mine's blue. So, and I think we actually did have our shirts in mind.
Yeah,
so,
we did.
Yeah,
we wanted to match our shirts.
And hers is red. Yeah. All right. Favorite character to meet? Favorite character.
We actually don't stand in the meet and greet too much at all.
We don't. Yeah.
We did once with like my niece and nephews back in the day, but I don't really. If I had a character that I would want to go meet, who would it be? You anyone?
I don't know. I'm gonna kind of twist the question a little bit. Right. I've had 2 experiences that are memorable in meeting characters, even though I don't really care for either of the characters all that much. So one is Piglet. There was a time that we went to Disney, and it was either Hollywood Studios or Epcot, and we were there before opening. Yeah. And Piglet was just walking around taking pictures. And I always hear about like Disneyland where the characters just are walking around in the park. Yeah. And kind of that was Walt's intention, that he wanted the characters to be able to just walk around and stroll around the park. Yeah. And they obviously can't do that at Walt Disney World because the characters would get mobbed and just like not be able to move. But I wish that it had that because I think it would add something to the set. So anyway, we got to experience that with Piglet. Yeah. And then number 2 moment that I thought was going to be so magical. We were at Animal Kingdom. Oh, no. And I see Baloo coming. Yeah. And at the time, Alex had just learned to give high fives. And I thought I was going to have this magical Disney moment where my son was going to give Baloo an awesome high five. And I was just going to be able to witness it. Baloo was just strolling down the street. And he was high-fiving everybody. And I'm like, this is it. This is going to be amazing. And my son screamed for his life. So,
like if that bear attacked him.
Yeah. So that didn't go down the way I envisioned. So.
It was rough. I do like Sorcerer Mickey. That's a fun one. It's not classic Mickey, but Sorcerer Mickey at Hollywood Studios. What used to be, now it's Star Wars Launchpad.
Right.
But what that area used to be was really cool. You can meet Sorcerer Mickey back there. You could have, it's not even worth talking about because it's not there anymore. But there's an artist place where you can learn how to draw the characters. Yes. And I love that area. Oh, well.
Another reason why Hollywood Studios used to be our favorite. Yeah. So, all right, good. Number 14, a character you haven't met but really want to. So I'll go first while you're thinking about it. It's not that I haven't met, but we've just not had that family photo yet because our kids are too small. Alex would freak out if we tried to get too close to a character. So I would just love a picture with Mickey, the 4 of us, just kind of your classic Disney family picture. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to when we can make that happen. I'm kind of hoping that Alex, because Gabby's too small, so she doesn't really care. We could get close to a character, but Alex would notice and be afraid. So I'm kind of hoping Alex gets over that, and Gabby's still too young before she starts to realize it and get scared of or that she's never afraid.
She might be
a
completely different personality.
So that would be where I would go.
Yeah, I don't know that there's someone that I really want to meet. Nope.
All right.
Yeah, just gonna leave it there. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I don't really want to meet anyone. It's a long line of standing picture. Once the kids are older and they get the autograph books, then
then we'll do that. Yeah.
We'll do that for them, but that's something that we really want to do.
All right.
Last question.
Last question. Your best Disney memory.
My best Disney memory. So hard because I have so many Disney memories. So my very favorite Disney memory is on December 12th, 2009. 8, 9,
9.
9. Miguel. It was during the what was it called? What was the fireworks? Not the fireworks. The Christmas show called.
It just says Meet the Love Family.
Yes, that's up there, number 2.
Yeah.
What was that show
It was
called?
during the Osborne Lights
display.
Mm-hmm.
So it was during the Osborne Lights display, and my husband my then boyfriend gets down on his knee to propose to me right in the middle of the Osborne Lights display. It was beautiful. It was
Another
great.
reason that Hollywood Studios used to be our favorite.
Very true. We have
Osborne
fond
Lights,
memories there.
RIP. But yeah, they are no longer with us. But we love.
Yeah, we love that.
So
yeah, that was one of my favorite memories. Is the day we got engaged.
And we've had some really neat memories. So
we have had some
when we found out that Dee was pregnant with Alex, we ended up taking a picture of my Mickey ears, her Mickey ears, and then a newborn Mickey ears.
Yeah.
And that's how we announced Alex. And then
with
for
Alex,
Gabby, we had Alex holding little pink Mickey ears.
That's how we announced the gender for
Gabby. Of Gabby. So
so
we've had some really neat kind of experiences at Disney. We've incorporated Disney to a number of our special events. So yeah. But meeting the Love family and Steph's day off was fantastic too.
Totally up there.
Yeah, way up there somewhere. All right.
Awesome. Cool. So we are going to tag a few people to do this Disney World tag, Walt Disney World tag. So obviously we're going to tag the Love Family Productions. You guys are it. So go ahead and start working on your tag. We will put the questions down below
put the questions in the description
so you guys have it. And then we will also tag
Steph's day off.
Big surprise. So you guys have New Year goals. Yeah. Make sure you get the Walt Disney World tag done.
And let's go ahead and do Theme Park Brews. He's not in the chat anymore, but hopefully we'll get the message to him. But we'll tag
Theme Park
him
Brews. I think that's it. Yeah. Anyone else?
I think that's it. Those 3. All right, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining, you guys.
Let's see. So Steph says, Miguel, I love the hat. Thank you. So the hat was one of those things that every single time we'd go to Disney, I would say I wanted a hat, and I could never settle on one. And then finally, I was like, that's one that I can do, and so I appreciate it. But it was one of the hats I felt comfortable wearing. And then what else we got? Is this just because you think the contest was rigged?
The contest was so rigged. So now y'all got to do
it was definitely
the Walt Disney
rigged,
World tag.
So now you have to do our tag. Yeah,
come on, it'll be fun.
I saw a lot of people commenting. What are the odds that...
Oh, gosh. Anyways. All right, guys. I think that's it.
Yeah, so that's all we got for you tonight. Any questions or comments? Yeah, no, I know. We're just giving you a hard time,
16 more minutes.
16 more minutes.
What are we gonna talk about? And yes,
I've seen what y'all's 15 minutes mean. So if we have 16 more minutes, I have no idea when we will get off.
Oh my gosh. Jess, I saw that you put earlier that Daniela, was it?
Oh, about you drinking.
Yes, that I can
still
drink
being able to talk. She doesn't even have anything in the mug. She just wanted to show off the mug.
Show. Yeah. This is my Pluto mug.
I'm just.
Anyways.
What is your least favorite ride?
Is this a question only for Miguel?
Oh, man. Least favorite ride.
That's a hard one for Miguel because he tries to see the best in all the rides at Disney.
All right, so
Splash Mountain, Tower of Terror.
now Splash Mountain's up there for least favorite. For one, while it's themed based on a movie that never got released in the United States. So I don't feel as Disney in it, and I'm always wondering if it's going to be the last ride I ride.
Yes, Jess, those are all Miguel's books back there. Not mine. I have one bookshelf, and it's not in this office.
Yeah, it's probably between Splash Mountain and what is it? What is it called? Mission to Mars or Mission Space? Mission Space. That one makes me feel horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, when it sticks you to your seat, like that's just an uncomfortable feeling. So, yeah.
Well, she doesn't like Splash Mountain. Steph, that used to be my least favorite too, but I've gotten used to the soggy butt issues.
See, wait, Steph, I like drop? Everything but the drop.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. What do you hate about it then? What was it?
Song of the South, I think is what it's called.
That's interesting.
The Song of the South.
The wimpy green side.
The green side, yeah. Yeah, the green side's not bad. It's that orange that is tough.
Anyways, I just want to comment specifically to you two that it is really hard to just look at the camera. I just want to look at myself or look at Miguel. But looking at the camera and at you guys is really hard. So I'm sorry for giving you such a hard time. Maybe he was in London?
Perhaps he was. Yeah, basically because of some of the racial sensitivities, the movie was never released in the United States. I've looked it up on eBay, so I've never seen the movie, but I looked it up on eBay one day because I was like, I'd love to get my hands on this movie since very few people have seen it in the U.S. And it was like on eBay for the VHS, it was like $60.
Wow.
So I was like, I'll pass for now.
So Steph's Day Off is asking us, how about your favorite villain?
Ooh, favorite villain.
That's a hard one.
That is a hard one.
Oh, man. Why do you gotta ask hard questions?
That's a good one, though.
All right, let's run down some villains.
So how about this one? I don't know if he counts, but Gaston. Gaston would be my favorite villain if he gets to count.
That's a good one.
If he gets to count. What is your favorite villain, Steph?
Yeah, what is your favorite villain, Steph? I don't know.
We actually went, this was probably like 2 years ago?
What?
We went to a special day where they had a villain parade. And it was like all villains. It was villain themed that day.
Isn't the Maleficent? Didn't they have a whole day for Maleficent?
Oh, maybe
and
that's what it was.
And everyone was able to dress up.
And everybody was allowed to dress up as a villain.
Yeah. Cool.
And then they had like a villain parade and all that. So, yep. Cruella.
They are all so mean, Jess. How are you supposed to like a villain? This is the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about Cruella, but I don't really like that she kills all the puppies. But there's gonna be something I don't like in all of them.
Someone the other day on one of the, I don't remember which YouTube channel, or else I'd say which one.
You know, I really didn't see Alice in Wonderland as a kid.
Somebody said Ursula. And the reason they said Ursula, you know who I think it was? And you guys would probably enjoy this. Brian Hull. He's got a massive YouTube channel, so
you gotta check him out.
You may already have heard of him. But he does voice impressions. Hades.
Yeah.
So Brian Hall does voice impressions, and anyway, he was answering this question, and he said Ursula because he said he believes that she's the best at what she does. That she just seems to enjoy being a villain so much and put so much pride into it that he picked Ursula for that reason. So.
Interesting.
Hades is cool. Hades is.
What's the villain in Rapunzel called? Does anyone know that?
The mom.
The mom.
I don't know. I don't remember her name.
Does The Incredibles have a villain?
Yeah, they do.
I don't know. He is good.
He's fantastic. Yeah, his channel went crazy because he had a video that went viral when he sung "Hello," Adele's "Hello," in different Disney voices, and so. But anyway, I enjoyed it.
Best.
Yeah.
I kind of like Scar from Lion King.
Oh no. No, he's the worst.
He's like the misunderstood.
No, he's not misunderstood. He's horrible.
He's a horrible, but I like his song.
No. No,
I do. I like the song.
It would have been better to just not answer. That's the worst villain you could pick.
I just like the song. I'm sorry.
But
terrible. I do like Mother Knows Best as well. So I'm just going by song choice. So out of the villains, I like those two songs the most. The Scar song is fun. Especially if you hear it in German. I'm going to stop. In German? YouTube it.
All right.
Mother Gothel. Yes, that's her name.
Favorite old school movie?
Fox and the Hound. I love Fox and the Hound. He doesn't like.
So another thing that you'll get to know about me is I don't like sad movies.
He doesn't like anything sad.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with sad movies. I actually wish I liked sad movies. Aristotle says it's good for our soul to like sad movies and to watch or sad shows, read sad stories. But I don't like them. I don't like sad. My all-time favorite, I don't know if this counts as an old school, because it's not very old school, but my favorite all-time Disney movie is Lion King.
Yeah.
Lion King's by far my favorite.
No Bambi for Miguel.
No Bambi for Miguel.
I love Robin Hood. Robin Hood is such a fun one. That's a one
Robin
that I used to
Hood
watch
was fun.
all the time as a kid.
It was a lot of fun.
I love that one.
That was very fun.
As a kid, I really loved animals, and so I watched a lot of the animal ones. Like 101 Dalmatians, Fox and the Hound, that type of thing. I didn't watch a lot of the princess movies as a kid. So Snow White wouldn't have been one of my choices. But Robin Hood and Fox and the Hound were my two that I was debating.
Thinking about sad movies, because we mentioned Fox and the Hound and then Bambi got mentioned in the chat. I was actually listening to a podcast the other day that talked about how Snow White 2 was going to open up with a scene where Dopey sees his mother die, and that was going to help explain why he doesn't talk. But they scrapped it at the end, and I'm glad that they scrapped it. But Disney sometimes, I don't know what they're thinking. So
Disney's in tune with their emotions.
I remember as a child, my mom accidentally recorded over my taping of Robin Hood.
No, that's
with
horrible.
A workout video. Oh my goodness!
A workout video.
That's terrible.
Of all things.
I mean, never mind the fact of the copyright violence, but still, I mean, my goodness, so sad.
Was it the dude? What's that dude's name? The workout guy from back in the day that had Simmons.
Richard
was it Richard Simmons video? That would be good video for today. Guardians of the Galaxy ride.
I don't know the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Epcot? Where's that coming to?
I've never seen it. We've
never seen it either, but I mean, I'm always excited for what Disney's going to do. So, for example, the whole Star Wars land is coming, so we are taking the time to watch the Star Wars movies so that we can appreciate it when it comes.
We'd be further along, but there's these live streams that happen like every night, and then, things.
Have y'all seen the preview for the new Disney movie, The Nutcracker and the Four Realms, or something like that? No, we haven't seen that.
No.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. So it's coming. Guardians of the Galaxy ride is coming to Epcot. Do you know if it's gonna be like a roller coaster or is it like a thrill ride or
What was that called? Ellen's Energy Adventure?
Ellen's
I
Energy
liked that.
Adventure?
I really enjoyed that ride.
Yeah,
I'm
it
kind of
was a
sad that
great
it's
place
gone.
for.
Like, it was kind of old. It was outdated at this point, but I liked it.
It was a great place for a nap.
Anything that slows down for Daniela is a great place for a nap.
Yes, like Hall of Presidents.
Hall of Presidents.
Great place.
Right? I think it's a fantastic
especially
show.
with the new Trump statue that looks like Hillary.
That's a little awkward.
Little awkward.
But
y'all need to check that image out if you haven't seen it. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's a roller coaster coming to Epcot. Get out of here. That's really cool and smart.
Tron. See, Tron's and we saw Tron recently. We saw Tron not recently, but when the movie had come out, the new movie, right? Not the really old version.
Yeah,
and we didn't love it. We didn't love it, but I could totally see Disney taking that and making a really neat kind of ride or attraction out of it. Because there's a lot there, but we didn't enjoy the movie at all.
Yeah. Like
were you guys like into the old version?
Yeah, that's what I've noticed. People who are older.
Wow, did you just call them old? I was just wanting to know if they were into the old version, not if they.
People that have seen the old version that happen to be older really enjoy Tron. Indoor roller coaster, like Rock and Roller Coaster for Guardians of the Galaxy. That's really cool. I have to check it out more. Wow. I just want to do that ride, Tron. Have you seen the POV in Shanghai?
No.
What's POV?
Point of view.
Point of view.
She didn't know what POV was, Jess, so now's your time to get her back for the whole FOP.
Whatever. Y'all didn't know what Point of view. No, we haven't seen that, by the way. That's really cool, Steph. I'm pretty excited about that for Epcot. Epcot could use a roller coaster. That's cool.
Look at New World Travel Monkeys video from Point of View. Okay, cool. We will check that out.
Point of View. On Trim? On Tron. What you drinking over there? Cool. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. Who's still on with us? Is it just you two?
Yeah, we've got 6 watching.
It says 6 watching. Who's hiding?
Who's hiding out there?
Who's still on here? Steph typos. Hashtag what is Steph saying? It's a fun game. I enjoy it. Especially past midnight, which we won't go to tonight.
Yeah, definitely not.
Ghosts. Hopefully not Jehovah's Dragon. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Weirdo. Oh, we gotta make moderators. I need to make moderators on this thing. Oh,
there you go.
Found it. Okay, cool. I think I made a moderator. Let's make another one. There are people who are watching via TV. What?
Oh, meaning that they're like watching, but they're not gonna be part of the chat, I guess.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, okay, got you. So you are on TV and laptop, so that counts as 2 viewers. Mod Squad, yes, definitely. Is Steve up over there? Has he had enough of us? He probably hears about us all the time now. The trio. I'm pretty sure Steve rigged it. He probably put more Love Family Productions in that drawing. 3 ghosts.
All right.
All right, well, that's all we got. Jess, do you go back to work tomorrow?
I think she went back today.
You went back? Did you go back today?
She's a trooper.
Watching TV again. What is he watching? That's the question. It's not rigged. All right. Also, congrats on 200, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's awesome,
I can't believe how
Steph.
fast you're growing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. I'm glad I knew you before you even reached the 100. Because then when you're like in the thousands, I'm going to be like...
You can't forget the little people, you know?
Little people. Movies. We should be watching Star Wars right now.
It's probably what we'll do when we finish up here.
Most likely. Hopefully the kids stay down. So glad Gabby didn't wake up.
Yeah.
203. Wow. That's great.
Reese woke me up at 7 a.m. this morning and I started crying. It was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
You have a 10 p.m. live stream going on?
Yeah.
Let's do it. We'll go watch you.
Are you going live, Steph? Is that what's going on?
10 p.m. What? Y'all want to try this Google Hangout thing? I told Michael I never wanted to do YouTube again. Oh my gosh. How long did you guys stay up last night? I saw that Goldilocks and Tiny joined you guys. Is that right? No, it was an accident.
Oh. How long did you all go last night?
I saw 4 hours. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy.
Smokes.
What time did you get off? What time did you go to bed? Or to sleep? Because you're usually in bed when you're live streaming. How was it having a Goldilocks and Tiny on there?
We're going to all log in one morning. And Love Family Productions are still going to be running the live stream. But
7,
Michael and Jess
hours.
just passed out. And they're just there sleeping.
Totally.
And we're just, the video is still running.
2:30. You guys are so crazy. My goodness. Yeah, I can see why. 3-hour nap. Oh, y'all are like in college again. Oh, that's man. That's fun, though. All right. So, Steph, you're going up? You're going live now? That's hilarious. When Tiny got on, it was hilarious. You guys need to go watch the last few bits of that live stream. We will have to check that out.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be able to do that late ever. Despite working, people need to sleep. Oh, man. All right.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we did want to keep this to a somewhat normal hour just to be mindful. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting.
Yes, we really appreciate it.
Really
thank
do
you guys.
Appreciate it. And
looking forward to you guys doing this Walt Disney World tag.
Yeah.
Make sure
to tag each other when you complete the tags so that people can kind of go to the different channels and stuff. So
for sure. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. If you watch this later. All right, guys.
There's probably a little bit of a delay, so I'm just... It's great. Awesome. Thank you. All right, guys.
Have a good night.
Night.